Hi, this is Owen Cooper with Rock Solid Investments. I'm here with my father, and he actually helps with a lot of things that we do. He's has a long history with carpentry and maintenance, and so he's kind of my go-to boots on the ground when I'm looking at properties. And before I ask him a question, I just want to say one good thing to do, no matter if you go to look at a property, you should always take somebody else with you so you can see other things. But find someone who actually knows what to look for is even better. So, Dad, what are some things that you look for when you're looking at a property?
I look for trouble. I look for framing that's been damaged. I look for water where it shouldn't be. I look at the quality of the wiring. I look at the quality of the plaster to see if it's plaster. I look at the holistic approach of the whole house.
Organically?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like the organic master of maintenance
Yeah,
mayhem.
that's good. So you've seen, I don't know if I want to ask this question. I will. You've seen a ton of things that have gone wrong with a property. Um, tell me a horror story.
Ooh, well, should I tell the famous foot of water in the basement where I
That's the
worked?
most recent one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I once went in the basement of an apartment house that had a foot of poop water in it and had to find the main drain and unclog it and snake it and then clean up afterward. That was probably the most disgusting.
And don't try that at home, by the way. Don't try to do that on your
Call
own.
a plumber.
Go get a hazmat suit or
Yeah.
something Yeah. Okay, how about a situation where you went in, saw something, or someone called you maybe and said, "Hey, this is really bad." You thought it was going to be really bad, and you've you found something that was like, "Hey, this was not as bad as I thought,"
Hmm.
or that never happens maybe.
Yeah, it's always worse than I thought. No, I
Tidbit for you. They when you're figuring out budgets, they have this something called contingency fund. Always have a contingency fund because there will be a contingency. And
no.
that means there's going to be something you didn't plan for that will go wrong. Also, don't be so optimistic. If you guys know me for a while, you know I'm super optimist. Don't be optimistic thinking everything will go exactly as according to plan, or that you won't run into any problems or snags along the project. If that's the case, and that's if that needs to happen for the project to work, walk away because it's not going to work.
My favorite house so far has been the High Street project in Port
Mm,
Atkinson
why did you like that
because,
one?
well, because there was a lot of history in it. It was a really old house with a cistern, and
Two cisterns.
well, it had two cisterns, but the really old part from the 1800s, we found a place in a closet, a literal water closet, where they had put in the first indoor toilet in that part of town because the flange was still in the closet floor and the piping down to the basement. And so you could just kind of go, oh, history. They finally got to, you know, indoor plumbing. We won't say what they were doing, but and then the rest of the house was built in the 1920s, the modern part, and it also had a cistern, and they were both half full of water. But that whole cistern system uh, kind of interests me as we're concerned with saving the planet and saving water and
Yeah,
recycling and reusing.
it's like the old-fashioned rain barrels. It's
It's
coming back in vogue.
yeah, a lot of capacity there.
Another thing that was fun about that project, and some others too, is that it had been vacant for a while. No one living in it, and
Mm,
sort of one of the models of my business is like seeking out life and death. That's
yeah,
the solid
rescue the
part.
perishing.
Rescue, yeah. And so this now there's a house that nobody had lived in, nobody wanted, then makes the neighborhood worse. It's just an eyesore in the community. We get it fixed up, looks really nice.
Mm.
Someone buys it. They got a whale of a deal, by the way, too. They bought it, and then they lived in it, and then they've actually sold it since. But now it's
Mm-hmm.
better for the community, better for the neighborhood, and so that was fun because I think a lot of people passed on that one because they didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
It was shaped. It was really weird, and we had to reconfigure some walls, and we added a half bath and
Mhm.
some stuff that other people just looked in, and it was a dumpy old house, and they just passed. So that was a sort of a personal victory, I think, for
Yeah. And
what
that
we
was,
did.
we did one here in Whitewater that was similar. It wasn't quite in
Yeah,
as bad a shape, but it was still a house that was snatched.
yeah.
And good thing about that, and I'll say this out loud because you can edit me out later, but I got to work with Luke
Oh, yeah.
Steffens, and he's an exemplary young man, and he was fun to work with, and so we not only got a lot done, but we had some fun doing it.
Yeah, so he helped with that second project after
Yeah,
that too,
he
and
did.
then he started
And then
his
he went and got
teaching
a real
career.
job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. Cool. Well, this is fun. We'll do some more video spots with Greg Cooper,
Reminiscing.
maintenance maintenance and
Maintenance memories.
inspector extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Also, he is for hire if you need someone to go be your second set of eyes, but he charges a lot.
No,
Uh,
actually, I'm cheap.
no, he charges a lot
Compared to other people, I'm
because he
cheap.
also needs to pay rent, and so um, he needs to make a living. But yeah, you can't replace years of experience and wisdom, as they
Yeah.
say. That's what they say now these days.
And a sparkling personality.
Yes, personality. That's actually costs extra for the, and it seems like every story is about poop. But
Well,
other than that,
yeah. I wonder why that is.
yeah. Well, it's part of life, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Cycle of life. It's organic.
Yeah, and holistic.
All right. Well, this is Owen Cooper of the Rock Solid Investments. Hope that was entertaining for you. See you next
Bye.
time.
Good